Welcome to Section 4, Part 1 of ITIL4 Strategist Direct Plan and Improve Certification Training Program. This section is about how to use principles and methods of continual improvement. You might recollect from the foundation level of ITIL4 that continual improvement has three aspects in ITIL4. There is the continual improvement model, the 7-step model, which is an overall guidance for improvement. There's also the continual improvement practice among the 34 practices, and also the improve component of the service value system. The improve activity in the service value chain, while the improve component in the service value system is the continual improvement model. Principles and methods of continual improvement. This is the syllabus. Know how to use the ITIL continual improvement model to improve the service value system or any part of the SVS. Know how to identify assessment objectives, outputs, requirements, and criteria. Know how to select an appropriate assessment method for a particular situation. Know how to define and prioritize designed outcomes of an improvement. Know how to build, justify, and advocate for a business case. Know how to conduct improvement reviews and analysis of lessons learned. Know how to embed continual improvement at all levels of the SVS or the service value system. So this is a detailed section covering everything about methods, principles of continual improvement. Let's first start with the ITIL continual improvement model. It is a high-level guide to support improvement initiatives. This is one of the 5 elements within the service value system of ITIL4. This high-level guide makes the improvements more likely to succeed. It promotes an iterative approach, should be adapted to organizations' needs, works in agile as well as waterfall context. It is used for a specific improvement, not for overall improvement strategy. And it's not required to follow all the steps rigidly. There is some flexibility to go back and forth. And that's what mentioned in the last point here. And a quick look at these steps. It begins with what is the vision? Where are we now? Where do we want to be? How do we get there? Take action. Did we get there? How do we keep the momentum going? So if we did not get there, it won't move to this step of how to keep the momentum going, but it will go back to how do we get there, and again take the corrective action and continue this loop until we got there. And in each step, there are some information captured, assessed before moving to the next step. So here we've got the business vision, mission, goals, and objectives, and then performing the baseline assessments, followed by defining measurable targets, defining the improvement plan based on the targets, executing the improvement actions as planned, and to check the progress, evaluate the metrics and KPIs. Let us look at some examples of possible improvements before we go down to those steps. Consolidation of teams to save cost. Maybe certain functions can be combined to save cost of resources, people resources or procedural resources. Processes can be optimized as well when teams are combined. Implementing automation technology. Skills improvement. Improving customer satisfaction. Acquiring a third-party company for more competitiveness. Process improvement for incident management as part of the incident management practice. Appointing an intermediary broker who can handle multiple other suppliers. So these are some of the possible improvement ideas. Let's look at an example quickly before we move on to individual steps. For example, in order to improve change control, which is the vision, the baseline or the current situation is 30% of changes fail every quarter. Therefore, the target is set to only 10% of changes should fail per quarter. And the action plan is ensure change implementation plan is reviewed and maybe other actions as well. The action is implemented, and afterwards a check is done whether change failures drop to 88. It was found out that change failures dropped to 8%, which is even better than the 10% target, which means the organization can move to what next to improve. If the target was not met, if, for example, if instead of 8 it was 15%, whereas the target was 10, then it may have to come back to some more corrective actions and then implement the corrective actions until change failures drop to 10%. With that understanding, let's move into more detail on the 7 steps. The first step of this continual improvement model, what is the vision? This step aligns the improvement with the organization's objectives, defines a vision for the improvement, continually reassess alignment with this vision during the whole improvement initiative. Shared vision is the most important part of any improvement initiative. Anyone can do this within their scope of control, meaning anyone can start improving something within their scope of control. Let's take an example here. For example, the organization's objective could be faster product delivery to the market. So the vision for the improvement could be automating the product delivery wherever possible. And who will be involved? What is the value or the market to be captured? Those things could be defined here, which means some high-level data may be required, like competitiveness data from the industry. Market data will be required, which can help to select the improvement area. We'll pause here for any questions.